Alright, so the first official trailer for Thor Love and Thunder dropped during a Miami Heat game or something like that. I wasn't watching, I was just waiting for the trailer to be available on YouTube. And I was watching it at work. I usually don't do reactions to trailers and stuff like that because, copyright and all that kind of stuff. It's a whole other headache I don't want to deal with. So I usually just do these trailer discussions like I did with the She-Hulk trailer. And yeah, I mean, this trailer for Thor Love and Thunder was absolutely insane. We got to look at Gore the God Butcher, played by Christian Bale. We got a lot more looks at at Natalie Portman as Jane Foster coming back once again, but this time in the role of Thor, essentially. She-Thor. Lady Thor? Thor Lady? Lady Thor. Something like that. But essentially, she's the mighty Thor in this. And she has Mjolnir and all that kind of stuff, which I love the shot in the trailer of Thor seeing Mjolnir, and it has all the cracks and stuff in it. It's coming towards him. It's like, hey, you remember me? Yeah, asshole, you had me broken by your sister. Thanks a lot for that. But it starts coming towards him. He's all excited. He's like, oh shit, it's Mjolnir. And as soon as he goes out to grab it, it flings back the other way and straight into Jane's hands, the shot we saw in the first trailer. And that might be one of my favorite scenes from the trailer. But another thing we get a decent, small look at, honestly, is Russell Crowe as Zeus. And that comes in the final shot of the trailer. We get another shot of him, from the backside, the same shot we got in the first trailer, but this time we see his face, and it's definitely Russell Crowe, and it's on the poster for the movie as well. His name is, at least. I don't know if he is or not, but I'll have to take a closer look at that. But just talking about this trailer, like, breaking down scene by scene. I actually have it pulled up here with the mute on. So, as to avoid any, copyright claims or anything like that. But we see the shot of Thor sitting underneath the tree that we saw in the first trailer, kind of just, meditating. Except this time we see two people walking up the hill towards him. And I'm wondering if it's actually just a couple kids that are, curious. Oh, Korg was just talking about Thor. Let's go see if he's actually up here. Because in the next shot, in the next scene, Korg is talking about Thor and all the things that he's done and, saving Earth 500 times. Not really 500, but a lot of times, that's for sure. So yeah, Korg's in this cave with a bunch of alien children talking to them about Thor. We get the shot of Thor and the Guardians on that planet, and Thor, taking off that whatever it was, like a robe or some shit like that. Groot's reaction to that is really funny, because when he flings that off, it goes into the face of another alien dude, and Groot is just looking like, okay. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I got some great shots at Thor in action here, summoning lightning with Stormbreaker. And then we have a shot here of New Asgard. You got that Viking ship that is flown or, pulled by the two flying goats. But on New Asgard, we see a bunch of cruise ships and stuff, and tourism is a big thing there, I guess. So that'll be interesting to see. The village is kind of updated and upgraded a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I really love the look for Thor and all the shots we have, except for maybe the one with the helmet where he kind of looks like Hawkman. I don't know how I feel about that helmet yet, but it's not bad. And then we get the whole training montage of Thor losing that gut. Really cool shot of him with this chain over his shoulder, just pulling it, and the Guardians ship, trying to fly the other way and him pulling that. It looks really cool. I can't wait to see the training montage that's in this movie. I'm assuming it's going to be. There's a lot of 80s elements in in the first trailer, and then somewhat in this trailer, but more the first trailer for sure. But yeah, I mean, training montages are a pretty 80s thing, so it'd be pretty fitting for this movie, I think. Got a shot here of Thor just kicking some ass, and then the Mjolnir shot that I was talking about before. Mjolnir going back to Jane Foster's hand. And then after that, we have Thor with that helmet that I was talking about, being like, Jane, what? Is that you? Reuniting again. That's pretty cool. Let me see. Marvel Studios logo. You got a Pegasus flying in somewhere. Thor and Korg doing something. Jane in action a little bit. Jane saying, like, what has it been, like 3-4 years? And Thor's exact words are 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, give or take. But who's counting? So you can definitely tell he's not over Jane, that's for sure. I'm wondering if their romance is going to be a little rekindled in this movie, or if they're going to kind of keep them separated. I don't know. I'd be down either way. But also in Thor Ragnarok, I kind of thought that him and Valkyrie were going to have like a romance, but maybe not. I don't know. We shall see. Got a few shots of Olympus. Valkyrie being like, she's like sensing some romance or whatever between him and Jane. And she's never met Jane. She wasn't in any of the Thor movies with her. She looks kind of jealous. I don't know. I think Valkyrie might like Thor a little bit, but yeah, who knows? Then we finally get the introduction to Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher, which honestly a lot of people were hesitant about his design in the movie. And for me, I like the design, but also I'm a little confused by it because his appearance changes so much throughout this trailer. At times he's just like bald-headed with few kind of tattoo-looking lines going up his head. At other times he's like scarred and, looks monstrous and stuff like that. And this first shot that we see of him looks like he's on like maybe a comet or a asteroid or something like that. Picking up. Oh, Real Rejects just posted their reaction to the trailer. But yeah, we have Gore picking up the sword out of the sand on a beach. And, really creepy shot of Gore there. He looks horrifying, honestly. I think he looks great. A bunch of like vines or tentacles or something like that just moving around him. I know he has like tentacles in the comics or whatever. But yeah, just seeing him right here, like he has like an X right here. And that's a scar, just like a bunch of scarring going up his head. You can kind of see those lines going up his head, but not really. Just a lot of scarring. His eyes look creepy. His teeth look creepy. Everything about him looks creepy. So I don't understand, like, can he morph his appearance? I don't know. I don't know much about Gore the God Butcher. I'm not going to lie. Get that shot of the huge beast in the snowy atmosphere. Korg and Thor looking over that we got in the first trailer. Get another shot of Christian Bale here. Looking more like Christian Bale and less like a monster. Like I was talking about him having the lines going up his head like that. So again, I'm really curious as to what his appearance is in this film, and whether that I just saw was like a flashback or something like that, or if he can just change his appearance, as he wills. Maybe when he's angry, like, he gets scarier. I don't know. Or maybe that just happens throughout the movie to him. But this July, yes, very excited for the film here. Can't wait to see this in July. I'll definitely get my tickets as soon as possible. We get the Viking ship being pulled by the goats, heading into Olympus. Looks like Jane is fighting some Olympians, looks like. So shit's gonna go wrong there. I'm excited to see that. Some more shots of Gore. Gore putting a sword into the ground, and then this moon-looking thing just being disintegrated, essentially. He looks very powerful, and the shot of Russell Crowe as Zeus from behind that we saw in the first trailer. Valkyrie and Gore the God Butcher fighting on what looks like that moon or planet that he put the sword into and started disintegrating. I'm wondering if she's going to die in this movie. I don't know. I have a feeling somebody might die, but I don't know who. Like, are they going to kill off Thor? Who knows? Are they going to kill off Valkyrie? Who knows? Are they going to kill off Jane? Who knows? I really don't know. I guess the people that know are just really high up in the Marvel company, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Valkyrie's only been in like 2 movies, Thor Ragnarok and then Avengers Endgame, so she really hasn't had a whole lot to do. So I don't think they're gonna kill her, but they good. They can do whatever they want. That Viking ship crashing through a huge window in Olympus, very cool. Thor kicking some ass. Another creepy shot of Gore the God Butcher, Nebula and Drax shooting some shit. What else do we got here? Looks like Thor and Jane maybe touching hands a little bit there. In black and white, though. Kind of interesting. And then we have a shot of Gore versus Thor. Gore being like, and then Thor being like, which is kind of cheesy, but okay, whatever. Looks like Jane summoning lightning with Mjolnir. Very cool, very cool. And then we get the title card, Thor, Love, and Thunder. But that's not it. There's something after. And it's kind of a joke. I love it, though. We have Thor in kind of a disguise. I mean, I can tell it's Thor from looking at it. But he's got, like... Oh, I'm guessing those are Zeus's, like, lightning bolts or whatever. He has, like, cuffs on his hand, but they're lightning. That's kind of neat. But yeah, Russell Crowe, we get to see a straight-on shot of him as Zeus. Looking pretty cool. Man... I mean, no offense to him, but he's definitely getting older, isn't he, man? But yeah, Zeus is like, all right, let's take off that disguise. He flicks his hand, and then all of Thor's clothes come off, and all the ladies pass out. It's funny, and they have the little like blur lines over his butt. I wonder if, and this is weird shit, but I wonder if in the movie they're not gonna do, excuse me. They're not going to do the censoring on his butt, because I feel like we've seen butts in the MCU. Am I wrong? I don't know. I think, yeah, we saw Hulk's butt in Thor Ragnarok. So, I mean, it wouldn't make sense in the movie to blur that, you know? It wouldn't. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to be the weird guy being like, I want to see his butt, but like, it wouldn't make sense to blur that. Unless maybe like somebody had a power to be able to blur things, but like that's, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, he was like, "You flicked too damn hard," or "You flicked too hard, god damn it." Then Jane being like, "Should we help him?" And Valkyrie being like, yeah, eventually. And then she's like, "You want a grape?" But last shot of the trailer here is Thor with Stormbreaker about to right onto somebody. So yeah, in cinemas July. I am very excited for this movie. I'm sure a lot of people are. I'm more excited for it than I was for, well, I don't know if I can say I was more excited for this one than Doctor Strange, because I was excited for Doctor Strange going into it. After seeing it, I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. Will it end up on my top 10 best of this year? I really don't know. Possibly. Depends on what else comes out this year. But I have a feeling I'm really going to love this movie. I love Taika Waititi's direction, especially in Thor Ragnarok. I thought it was a nice change of pace for the character. At times, I would have liked him to take some aspects a little more seriously. The villain for Thor Love and Thunder, but Thor Ragnarok, kind of weak. Hela, not that great of a villain, to be honest. But Gore has the potential to be a really strong and interesting and just like versatile villain with a lot of depth to him, and hopefully they pull it off. I know a lot of people love the character. I know nothing about him, so everything here will be new for me for the most part. But yeah, what do you think about this trailer for Thor Love and Thunder? Do you love it? Do you hate it? You in the middle? I definitely love it. I'm excited for this for sure. At this point, seeing these trailers, I think I can safely say that if Doctor Strange wasn't out yet, I'd probably be more excited for this one. But I don't know. Just based on what I know now about Doctor Strange, it's easy for me to say that, but I'm pumped for this movie. I really am. It looks so fun. Like, from the first trailer, I was like, all right, this looks pretty fun. I'm excited for it. But after this one, I was just like, whoa, this is gonna be insane. But yeah, there's gonna be some good shit in this movie. I can't wait. I really can't. And we don't have to wait that long, because it comes out in July, and that's only like 2 months away. Less than that at this point. But yeah, I think that's all I have to really say about the trailer. I've been going for almost 15 minutes-ish. Not a bad length there for a discussion. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the trailer. And before I go, I actually wanted to mention I have this cool pop culture podcast, Doctor Strange Tea. I will leave a link in the bio to my Teepublic store where you can find this, as well as a new design that I just put out the design has like hexagons on it, a bee, and dog prints, and it says my dog stepped on a bee. The whole Amber Heard thing going on right now. So I will leave a link down in the description to go grab some merch. I'd really appreciate it. As of recording this, I think there's like maybe 2 days of all the items for that design being 35% off. So like a $22 shirt is now like $14. So definitely go grab stuff while you can. Those dog stepped on a bee shirts, or not shirts, but just the design and in general will only be available for a limited time, probably just a couple weeks. So grab it while you can. I would very much appreciate it. Or you can grab one of the other many merch items I have available there. They have shirts, hoodies, tank tops. They got freaking baby clothes. They got kid clothes. Got mugs, tapestries, posters, phone cases, stickers, magnets. They got all sorts of stuff there. So I would very much appreciate if you guys went and picked something up from my store there. But yeah, that's all I got for this trailer, the trailer discussion. So I will see you guys in the next one. If you're listening on the podcast, let's get to my first review.